Hello everyone, and welcome back. I'm back down here to the camper this week for work once again. And I did break down and bought a little, it was under $20, delivered to the door, a little charcoal grill. I didn't want to bring that big, the blue one that we have for the fifth wheel. I have no storage compartment under this trailer that will fit that one. So I just got a little one, kind of like, I've got one of the little kettles down in Louisiana. I didn't get that same kind because I already have one. So I need to put this one together and put it to use. It's going to be real hot this week and this coming weekend, but I'll be up at the farm then. Today it got to, my truck said 81 when I came back in here. Definitely it's going to be into the 90s by Saturday. End of the week I think it's going to hover right around 90. Not quite that warm up north, but I didn't even turn on the air conditioner today in the trailer. I just left the windows open because it smelled a little musty in here and I just wanted to air it out. And then if I have a fan going, it's actually not too bad in here. Usually I keep the shades totally closed though, because when that sun beats on that side of the trailer in the afternoon, it gets really warm. I did pick up some different light bulbs for the lights in here. I put one in. I got here last night, so, and then worked today, but I put one in. I just haven't quite made the decision yet what I'm going to do. You can see I put one of the new ones in. I thought it would be brighter. I prefer the warm white, or whatever you call that, soft white, versus the bright white, but I need more light in here. So I probably will switch a few of these out in the next couple of days and figure out if it seems brighter or not. When it gets dark out, I don't know what it is now. It's just harder for me to see. And I did buy these kind also, which is just like a 1157, but in a LED, because the one light outside of the camper did not work. I put that in, that works fine. There's also a small light in the front of the camper. I'll switch that out. And then these are the ones that I just showed you up there. So they make this other kind. It's got the same plug-in, and then it's like a paddle. And I don't know how they would work, so I just thought I would try these first. And then I got a new bath fan, because the one in the bathroom right now, first of all, the fan itself had fallen off the motor. And the fan itself, the motor, sometimes it'll screech really loud. It's not doing it too bad now. It'll just screech. So the problem I'm having with the new motor is the actual motor part is bigger, which I figured it would be. And they did send out 2 new screws, so I have to re-drill at least one hole. The motor will fit up there, even though it's quite a bit taller. The problem is, I mean, this all came in the same thing. They were all in this box. Here's the new screws. Everything was in this box. This is just a round shaft. And this is round, but it has the flat spot in the plastic. So, I mean, it doesn't just slip right on. There's no screw that goes in the end that holds this. So I don't know if I'm just, once I get it in there, I'm just supposed to force that down on there. It seems stupid to me that it didn't have a little edge on it. The other one's the same way. That's a round shaft, and this thing had a little flat spot. And I can see that they put this up there, and then they had glued it. So I don't know. I guess I'll just, I mean, right now there's just no bath fan, so what can I hurt? I thought about putting this up there and then heating this up and then pushing this on, as long as the heat doesn't go all the way up inside up here, which it will, and ruin something inside this little motor. So what I did was I just put it back in the box, screwed everything back up in the bathroom and said, screw it, I don't have a fan for right now, so it's not a big deal. Originally, when I got the TV, I bought this little DVD player. It's like I think the brand name is ONN. And I put it in there. It was the cheapest one, you know, it was like $24. So I buy it, I hook it up to the TV, and first of all, it only plays DVDs. It will not play the Blu-ray DVDs. But that's okay. I've got, usually if I have a choice between the two and the regular DVD is cheaper, I'll just buy it. It's not that big of a difference to me. But when I did put a video into the other DVD player, you had to turn it up. I mean, I turned it up to 99 just so I didn't feel the frustration of being at 100% and you still can hardly hear it, especially if I had the air conditioner going or the fan, which I had going in the beginning of this video, but I shut it off. Still have one going in there. I couldn't hear it. So I got frustrated, and when I went to the store, when I was back at the farm, I went to the store and I bought a different, this is a Philips, and it plays both the Blu-ray and the regular DVDs. And I put it in here and hooked it all up, and it was like, oh good, it's not just the TV. And yeah, so, and the funny thing is we had a Vizio TV. We still have, now it's the one that sits in the living room at the farmhouse. And that one there, when I bought it, when Melissa and I bought it, it was in Louisiana. And the sound for DVDs was so quiet that we went and bought the whole sound bar and everything, which helped. What a waste. We never have any trouble with that anymore, and all it was the DVD, the player itself. So anyway, I wouldn't buy another one of those ONN ones. This one seems to work good. The sound is just like on the TV. Let's see if I can get this finished putting together. The weird thing is, you know that little TV at the farmhouse that I put in for Melissa in the kitchen? She bought that. I think that was like a Black Friday deal, and it was super cheap, and it showed up. We have absolutely no gripes about that TV. I mean, it was like, I don't know, what is that, a 32-inch or something? And I mean, it was under $100, and it's worked awesome. And then I buy their DVD player, and to me it's, you know, worthless unless you were to have a sound bar or something. Getting these to line up, and I had to shut off the camera. Things were getting a little colorful around here. Hopefully that'll work good. Can't think of a better meal to do on the barbecue for the first time. Pork steaks. This little fold-up table right here is priceless. I make my sandwiches on it in the morning for work. I get my stuff ready for dinner. Without it, there isn't a whole lot of space unless you were to get one of those things that fills in the kitchen sink. And they work really good, but you know, how often do you just want to turn the water on? Like when I do this, I'm going to want to wash my hands afterwards. And then I would have to pull that off, so I kind of like to leave that open. Another issue I found with the camper when I left for the weekend, I had to, that was the first time I moved it off of this campsite, and you guys saw parked it. If you watched the last video, I parked it over in the field area over there and then brought it back yesterday. I took everything out of the freezer and the refrigerator except for butter and some fruit juice that I had in there in bottles. And because we didn't know if this worked on both gas and electric, everything's been electric so far. So of course the whole trailer gets unplugged, shut up, brought over there. And I just left that in here, and then this is still on auto so it can do whatever it wants. It did not work on gas. So when I got here yesterday, first thing I did is went in here and checked this, hoping that it would work, because then I can leave all my food in here on the weekends. Everything will be fine. Everything will be cold or froze. And everything was completely warm in there. And what really sucks with that is that with these kind of fridges, they don't have like where the air moves around and stuff. So it takes, you know, a good half a day for that to really get cold, actually overnight until it's really good. So then I went up to the campground store and bought a couple bags of ice and kept that on the food and put my beer in there to keep that cold. And then by last night when I went to bed, everything was pretty good. But yeah, that's, I don't know how to fix that. I looked in there and there's no on or off switch, so I don't know if I'll have to get somebody out to fix it or if I just leave it or what, but it would really be nice if that worked. When I got back here after Memorial Weekend, whoever was camped over here must have taken my picnic table and drug it over here, so now I don't have one. I was going to grab it and drag it back over there, but it's a short week, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'll probably drag it back next week. Loosen up that bolt. Well, I was just trying to loosen up that bolt, but it's... Okay, I'll have to, I'll just pick a couple that I have on here. That's all I did. Because if you're going to pull the background and everything out of it, then, so that it's a real logo, it doesn't matter. All it has to be is the shape of the front of the tent, you know, or a cockeyed view of it or whatever. So yeah, I'll send them over in just a few minutes. I'll see what I got and I'll email them to you. Well, Zachary just called. We're getting things all finalized on doing shirts and mugs and hats and yeah, we're trying to get the logo thing, because some of the shirts for Joe and Zach, we want to just have a logo or a hat with just a logo, not the picture. You guys will see more of that coming up on that channel. But anyway, so we talked quite a bit here, and we were just going over a couple of things. I think I need to get those pork steaks on the grill. This is my dresser right here, where all my clean clothes are. And since I just transport them back and forth to wash them on the weekend, I just leave them in the bag. I really do not think that's any brighter than the old ones were. And I like the color of the older ones. I'm keeping these. Also, I keep them in the same bag. In case I want to switch them on. I'll see what it's like when it gets dark out, but I don't know. Well, it's time for me to hop in the shower and get ready for another work day. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. I was just talking with Melissa for 15 or 20 minutes. It's just about time for bed. I will see you guys on the next video.